Ni hao, it's Nathan. Another beautiful day on Mount Wudang. The last couple days have been really interesting. Yesterday it rained really hard, and so there was a lot that didn't happen, but in the same respect there was a lot of things that did in the evening after the rain started to die down a little bit. And today has just been phenomenal so far. It's mid-afternoon and we've already had a quite extensive experience here in the Wudang Mountains. Yesterday, after the rains had stopped, we had some visitors that were former students of Master Gu, and they put on a demonstration that was just phenomenal of Tai Chi. The young woman who did the demonstration, or one of the demonstrations, was just phenomenal. She practices Tai Chi elsewhere in China, and is a young practitioner. She likes to say that she's convincing people that Grandma Tai Chi is a thing of the past and that it's something for young people as well. And I think she's doing a phenomenal job. You can see some of her performance here. Additionally, after this performance, we got to sit down with the group and really discuss some of the cultural differences. It was really a cultural roundtable. We had several people from China, and then we had Elwin and I and a young man named Tim from the United States. We had Michelle from Holland, Ivan from Ukraine, and Emmett from Israel, along with Master Gu, and we all sat around a table and had a cultural experience. We exchanged different things within our culture, and that was really interesting. One of the Chinese gentlemen that were there is actually a doctor who focuses now on Taoist medicine and acupuncture, and how to apply that to multiple ailments that he finds within the population of the culture of China. So that was very, very interesting. He is from Shanghai and traveled here to Wudang for this gathering of former students. So that was very interesting to see. This morning we went to Purple Heaven Palace, which is just up the mountain from where we're staying at the Wudang Taoist Wellness Academy. And at Purple Heaven Palace, we got to practice some Tai Chi. Not only did we practice Tai Chi up at Purple Heaven Palace, but there was a Chinese film crew that was there to take footage of the Purple Dragon Palace. And when they found out that Master Gu had several foreign students that were on Mount Wudang to study Tai Chi and Taoist philosophy, they decided to get a lot of footage of us practicing in front of the Purple Dragon Palace, or Purple Heaven Palace rather, and also interview some of us regarding our experience. And I was interviewed extensively. The Chinese people really find the beard very enticing. It's something very foreign. They have much difficulty growing beards here in China. So for someone with a beard, they find that very, very novel. So they kind of picked me out of the group of foreigners, even though we've only been here less than a week. And so they interviewed me about why I came to Mount Wudang. And I let them know that I studied philosophy in university, and the way Western universities teach Eastern philosophy is very topical. We really only skim just the surface of Eastern philosophies. And I came to Mount Wudang to really dive deeper into the Eastern philosophies and try to understand them with more nuance and depth. And they found that very interesting. So I was interviewed by Chinese television, which is very interesting in and of itself, as were a couple of the other students. Tomorrow, however, we're going to go to Five Dragon Palace, and we're supposed to stay overnight at Five Dragon Palace. That's a very steep hike going through. Come on through. Ni hao.
Ni hao, ni hao.
That's a very steep hike to go through to Five Dragon Palace, and I'm looking forward to it along with the other students. Hello. Thank you. I just had a group of Chinese walk behind the camera here, so it's a very cultural immersion. I'm standing here on the ancient divine path on Mount Wudang, so there's quite a bit of foot traffic as well. An interesting thing that I am finding about myself here is dealing with many students that are from other nationalities and the Chinese people. I'm finding that I'm simplifying my language and not using as many adverbs or adjectives, and simplifying it down so that it can be translated easily. The interview that I did with Chinese television, for example, was very simplified. I used very simple language because Master Gu was having to translate for the TV crew. But in the same respect, it's very interesting dealing with multiple cultures. You know, we have the Israeli culture, culture of Holland, culture of Ukraine, culture of China, all here staying under one roof at Mount Wudang, at the Wudang Taoist Wellness Academy. Looking forward to going back down the Five Dragon Palace Trail and all the way up the trail to actually see the palace this time. And Master Gu has arranged that we'll stay overnight at that palace, which is something that is very uncommon. Most people don't get to stay overnight at these ancient palaces. And Five Dragon Palace is the oldest palace here on Mount Wudang. There was one that was older, but they formed a dam, so now that palace is in the bottom of the reservoir. So Five Dragon Palace is the oldest palace that you can actually get to on Mount Wudang. So I will do some filming when I'm at Five Dragon Palace, and I will update you all regarding that. I look forward to seeing you all when I get back home, and for now, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I just got done doing an interview.
Yeah, it's okay.